We're live in Daytona Beach, Florida for the MacTools Cup Series Opener 2020 Season 1 at the Daytona International Speedway. 35 drivers for 30 laps, no restrictor plates, one will prevail on the high banks today. Before we get to the starting lineup, here is our command by the driver of the 18 Interstate Battery Chevrolet, Jason Dady.
Driver, start your engine.
Awesome job by our very own Jason Dady. Now at the bottom of your screen, let's take a look at our starting lineup. The pole time, 35.671 seconds, put Jarrett Tallmadge on the pole. On his outside is Cody Rhodes in the 0. In third is the 38 of Trey Wright. In fourth is the 21 of Nathan Ormond. In fifth, we've got the 77 of Zack Winkle. In sixth, we got the 31 of Dakota Prior. In seventh, we got the 97 Trip McGinnis. In eighth, we got the 66 of Drwish Junior. In ninth, we got the 12 of Hunter Blade. In 10th, we got the 30 of Zachary Fitzwater Sr. In 11th, we got the 20 of Jung. In 12th, we've got the 1 of Casey Nanako. In 13th, we've got the 02 of Ethan Hoffman. In 14th, we got the 16 of Damian Blue. In 15th, we got the 48 of Minneker. And 16th, the 88 of Camden Jeziorski. In 17th, we got the 32 Jeremiah Dwayne. And in 18th, we got the 8 of Jonathan Martin. 19th, we got the 22 of Sylas. And in 20th is the 18 of Jason Dady. In 21st, we got the 37 of Gatlin Downey. In 22nd, we got the 14 of Alexander Jones. In 23rd, we got the 24 of Reim. In 24th, we got the Samet Ozkan in the 42. 25th is the 15 of Garcia. 26th is the 9 of Ryan Benjamin. 27th is the 99 of Sebastian Guthlon. And 28th is the 2 of Jacob Brits. And 29th, it's Caleb Colburn in the 5. And 30th, Noah Clifton in the 0-1. 31st, we got the Christian Holder in the 17. And 32nd, we got the 19 of Aric Jacks. And 33rd, Mike Cook in the 29. 34th, Robbie Crouch in the 40. And in 35th, Alejandro Rodrìguez in the 83 car. As the pace car dives down on the pit road, we're ready to get this thing started. Green flag is out. We're racing in Daytona. Tallmadge has the run on the bottom underneath the 0 of Cody Rhodes. Trey Wright's going to look to the inside. Tallmadge closes him off for the time being. That gives all the momentum to the 6 of Tallmadge going through turns 1 and 2. Wright's going to try to make a move, presumably going down the back straightaway. And he does. Tallmadge slides up. Very questionable move early on for Tallmadge, but here comes McGinnis on the bottom in that 97. They're going to try to go 3 wide through turns 3 and 4, and McGinnis is going to take the lead. Here comes Jung in behind the 97. At Home Depot, 20 Chevrolet, now into the second position. McGinnis slides up. He's got Ethan Hoffman behind Jung going into turn 1. Jung is going to take the lead for the time being. Hoffman right there. Damian Blue third in line on the bottom. Now Jung slides up, and that's going to allow the 02 to slip into the lead. Or is it, as Damian Blue goes down low? 3 wide again going through turns 3 and 4. And Blue's going to get the lead. Oh, big crash behind. Jason Dady's up at the catch fence. Gatlin Downey, Fitzwater, and others around behind. To the stripe, Damian Blue ahead of Ryan Minneker. At the caution flag, they will meet the pace car on the back straightaway. But a big crash behind on lap 2 to start this one. Didn't take very long to have our first accident in series history, and this was a big one. Looked like at least one car, looked to be Jason Dady in the 18, got up into the catch fencing momentarily. Another car got airborne and looked to overturn in the banking. Was the 30 of Fitzwater Sr., but we will definitely take a look at it. As the field now slows to pace car speed. We'll take a look at the replays and see what happened here. Through the tri-oval, Blue's going to lead this lap. Lap 4 now begins as we go to the replay. 3 abreast, all back through. Ooh, looks like Jacob Brits gets into the back of Ryan Benjamin, and up in the air immediately goes Jason Dady and Fitzwater. A hard hit on that roof as he goes down to earth. Gatlin Downey is in it. Looked like Drwish Junior in the 66 also may have gotten a slight piece of that. Another angle. This is the angle we saw live, and it's really hard to tell from that angle, but you do see it in the other one what exactly did happen there. Fitzwater goes down into the grass and gets back on his wheels. We're going to check out some onboard cameras here. Can't tell you everyone that involved in that wreck was okay. However, 5 drivers are already out of this race. Gatlin Downey in the 37, Jason Dady in the 18, Zachary Fitzwater in the 30, Jacob Brits in the 2, and Ryan Benjamin in the 9. All been pulled behind the wall to call it a day here at Daytona. Meanwhile, we are half a lap away from green. The lights are off atop the pace car. Here on lap 6, Damian Blue still leading, Ryan Minneker second, Dwayne in third, Ethan Hoffman fourth, Mark Sylas fifth, Ben Jung sixth, Trey Wright 7th, Alexander Jones 8th, Trip McInnes 9th, and Zachary Winkle in the 77 rounds out the top 10. Through turns 3 and 4, the crowd beginning to stand up on the front straightaway. 180,000 strong today. We're waiting for the field of now 30 remaining cars to come around this final turn and receive the green flag once again. Waiting for the pace car to dive down on the pit road. There it goes, and now the field comes down through the tri-oval, and we'll see the green flag again. We're back running in Daytona. A great restart for Damian Blue. Already seeing 2-3 wide behind. Trey Wright stuck in the middle there between Ben Jung and Alexander Jones. Here comes Ryan Minneker. He's got help from Ethan Hoffman. They're going to try to reel the 16 in going down the back straightaway. Damian Blue a sitting duck all by himself. Last thing you want to do is be leading with that big of a gap between you and the cars behind you. They could be coming by you on both sides here. Here comes Ethan Hoffman in behind Blue. Minneker slid up high. Through the tri-oval, Blue's going to lead this lap. He cuts off Sylas at the last second. But meanwhile, he slides up, and now Mark Sylas has a run on the bottom. Got Alexander Jones, Zack Winkle, and Bradley Reim behind him. Through turn 2 and down the back straightaway, Sylas to the lead on lap 8. 3 wide for third place right now. How about almost 4 wide? They wisely got back down to 3. Tallmadge almost tried to make a fourth lane on the bottom. We're going to go overhead right now. Mark Sylas leads that lap. Now Jarrett Tallmadge moving into the third position, or trying to, but Hunter Blade is now going to go on the bottom and move into that third position in the 12 car. Out of turn 2, ooh, trouble behind! Like Winkle got turned around with Minneker, but they save it! They all saved it, and no caution will come out of that. Meanwhile, a slow car in the middle of the pack, it is Minneker in the 48, a lot of damage to that car. As the field comes down through the tri-oval, Sylas continues to lead. We're going to try to see a replay to figure out what happened behind coming out of turn 2 on lap 9. As Ben Jung there in the 20 moves into the second position behind Sylas. Let's take a look here. There's Minneker coming against the bumper of the 77. Oh, turned the 77 around and turned the 48 around as well into the outside wall. This could have been the big one, but it wasn't. Winkle gets into Camden Jeziorski there in the 88, and they all straighten it out. Look at Alejandro Rodrìguez there in the 83 going way down low after contact with, looked like it was Colburn in the 5. They all saved it though. Ben Jung is now taking the lead from Mark Sylas, but now Cody Rhodes is going to look on the bottom in that 0 car, and Rhodes is going to go to the lead in that 0. Meanwhile, Nathan Ormond trying to make a third lane on the bottom in that 21. He's got Tallmadge with him. Or are they going to go 3 wide? How about 4 wide? Tallmadge to the bottom! How did that work? How did they not get sideways there? They are going to keep going, and Tallmadge is going to come around and lead this lap. Reim is on the inside. He's got help from Mark Sylas there. They're going to go 3 wide out of the tri-oval and into 1, and the 24 is going to nose out front momentarily, but here comes Sylas back with Alexander Jones in the 14. Sebastian Kukulon, who started in the 27th position, now moving into the 3rd position here on lap 12. Helping Alexander Jones to the lead underneath Mark Sylas, who has no help right now. Coming out of turn 4, it looks like Jones is going to lead this lap, but here comes Kukulon on the bottom. 27th to 1st for the 99, but here comes Ben Jung back. Jung back to the lead in the 20 car. Hunter Blade there looking to lead his first laps of the day as well. Jonathan Martin there in the 8. Lap traffic ahead. It's the 42 of Samet Ozkan. This could be very costly to some of the leaders. There goes Hunter Blade on the outside. He didn't get held up by the 42. Meanwhile, everyone else behind slows behind the 42. Hunter Blade takes the lead here at Daytona. And the pack is just finally getting by. Finally starting to get reorganized. Sebastian Kukulon moves into the 2nd position there. Jonathan Martin 3rd. Christian Holder 4th. And 3 wide back there for 5th. Into turn 3. We're going to come to 16 laps to go this time. Sebastian Kukulon has a huge run on Hunter Blade, but big crash turn 4. Jeremiah Dwayne involved. Oh, Ethan Hoffman hard into the 32. Couple other cars around in turn 4. The caution came out. Hunter Blade just barely nosed out Sebastian Kukulon at the line. We're going to take a look at the replays right away and see what happened here. Aric Jacks in the 19, the 29 of Mike Cook. Mike Cook turns Aric Jacks. And Trip McGinnis hard impact in that 97 as well. Looks like Casey Nanako got a slight piece. He's going to be able to go on. And then when the 02 of Hoffman comes along, that is vicious. Caleb Colburn in the 5 just barely getting by that himself. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at some onboard cameras here. So that last view, Casey Nanako, very, very fortunate that he wasn't collected harder than he was. He got through there relatively unscathed. However, the same cannot be said for Trip McGinnis, Ethan Hoffman, Jeremiah Dwayne, Aric Jacks, and in the last almost big one we had, off of turn 2, Ryan Minneker pulled off the track in that 48. He is done for the day. So now, with that, we are down to 25 cars out on the track right now of the 35 that we started out with. The only ones that are laps down are Samet Ozkan and Damian Blue, who are both one lap down. Samet Ozkan, the slow car that ended up causing the most recent incident with Aric Jacks, Ethan Hoffman, and Jeremiah Dwayne. Officials have given him a warning to stay out of the leader's way. Now as the pace car comes down to pit road and the field comes through the tri-oval, we're going to restart this thing once again. Hunter Blade on the outside, Sebastian Kukulon in second. There behind him, Jonathan Martin third, Christian Holder there in the fourth position, and Cody Rhodes in the fifth position in that 0. Ooh, sideways, Zack Winkle and Mark Sylas behind. Back up into the field, hard hit with Caleb Colburn. Zack Winkle is upside down. Back down on the wheels now, and Hunter Blade up front as the caution comes out, but they will race back. Sebastian Kukulon goes high. Christian Holder in the middle. Jarrett Tallmadge moves to the bottom in that 6 car. Forces his way into that second position. Coming to the line, though, Hunter Blade continues to lead at Daytona. 11 laps to go. The caution is taken once again. Brutal crash behind the leaders. We'll show you in a second. But I do believe that those 3 guys' days are done. Caleb Colburn, Mark Sylas, and Zack Winkle I don't think are going to continue after this. Take a look at the replay and see what happened here as they came out of the tri-oval. Sylas to the bottom, Winkle down to block. Winkle goes to block Sylas, or maybe get in front of him for draft. Either way, they make contact, go through the grass, come up into traffic, and Colburn hits them square on the right front wheel of Mark Sylas, and that catapults Zack Winkle's car up and over. Complete 2-time sidewinder in the air. We'll see again from another angle. Mike Cook just barely gets by, and Casey Nanako dodges another bullet in that 1 car. Very, very fortunate, but these guys are done for the day. Let's take a look at real speed. Oh, jeez. Nowhere Caleb Colburn could go. Meanwhile, the lights are off atop the pace car. Hunter Blade in first, Jarrett Tallmadge second, Ben Jung there in the 3rd position. Back in 4th place right now, we have the 17 of Christian Holder. In 5th place, we've got Nathan Ormond in the 21. That'll be your top 5 coming to the line this next time by to get 7 laps to go. With that wreck, now we have 22 cars left on the racetrack. Samet Ozkan and Damian Blue are still the only cars 1 lap down. However, officials' discretion has ruled there will not be a double file restart for the lap down cars This time, rather just single file, so as to hopefully avoid any further incidents. Now, the field coming through the tri-oval and the pace car diving down onto pit road, Hunter Blade is going to lead the field down to the start-finish line. We'll restart this race with 7 laps to go in Daytona Beach. Already seeing 2-3 wide behind. Jonathan Martin, a daring move way back there on the bottom. He's got help from, looks like Dakota Prior in the 31. He does. Jarrett Tallmadge dove to the bottom and took the lead away from Hunter Blade. And now Ben Jung is going to try to take the lead away from Jarrett Tallmadge. Nathan Ormond there in the 21. Don't count him out either. And Jonathan Martin has not led a single lap yet today. Down out of 4 coming to the line. Ben Jung is going to lead this lap. But here they come, 3 wide out of the tri-oval. Jonathan Martin to the lead in the 8 car. Big help from Dakota Prior, Trey Wright, and Noah Clifton there in the 01 as well. Ace Garcia in the 15, Bradley Reim in the 24. Now they've gone to the outside. That could be costly, but the field fans out 3 wide for second place. That's going to benefit Jonathan Martin for the time being. Through turn 3 and 4, coming to 5 laps to go, Jonathan Martin is going to lead his first lap of the season right there. 5 laps to go in Daytona. Here comes Ace Garcia in the 15. He's got a lot of help from the 24. But he moves up into the middle and the 24 goes underneath. Cody Rhodes there in the 0, giving help to the 24. All that he can. Now they're going to go 3 wide going into turn 3. Hunter Blades helping the 0 of Rhodes. Rhodes to the lead at Daytona. Coming around this time for 4 laps to go. Blade trying to get the lead back. He's got Christian Holder on his back bumper now, who has Alejandro Rodrìguez right there in the 4th position currently. Now Holder's going to go underneath Blade for the lead. Here comes Alexander Jones in the 14 with Robert Crouch behind him. And sideways behind, Kukulon saves it off the bumper of Ben Jung. We'll stay green now. Nice save by those guys. Big cluster through turns 3 and 4. Crouch is going to go to the lead. Here comes Jarrett Tallmadge on the back bumper of the 40. Through the tri-oval, 3 to go this time. Nathan Ormond there in the Wood Brothers 21. Trying to find a way around Tallmadge. Now goes to the inside in front of Trey Wright. Trey Wright's going to push him by Tallmadge and to the lead. Here comes Trey Wright now on the bottom as Ormond moves up. Kukulon there on the bottom. Here comes Ben Jung and Alejandro Rodrìguez, who started last. Kukulon to the lead. Alejandro Rodrìguez there in 3rd place, who started 35th, last on the grid. 2 to go. Ben Jung now going to go for the lead in that 20. He's got it for the time being and cuts off Rodrìguez. So many lead changes already in this green flag run, but we're not done. A lap and a half to go here at Daytona. Noah Clifton going to the inside of Alejandro Rodrìguez. He's going to go for 2nd place. Dakota Prior right on the back bumper in that 31. Clifton's going to go for the lead on Ben Jung. Coming to the white flag. Jung moves up. Clifton's going to go to the bottom. White flag. 1 lap to go. Clifton's going to go to the lead. Here comes Prior in the 31. 3 wide now back to 2 wide as Prior goes to the lead. Cody Rhodes there in the 0. Half a lap to go. Prior moves up. Rhodes to the bottom. What's Martin going to do? He's going to try to go 3 wide on the bottom. Hunter Blade goes with him. So does Holder and so does Reim. Big momentum boost for Jonathan Martin. Off of turn 4. Who's going to win the race back? Side by side. Hunter Blade on the bottom. Jonathan Martin wins by half a car length at Daytona. What a finish. What a battle to the end. So much chaos. So much jostling for position, but it pays off in the end for Jonathan Martin, who crosses the line first. Hunter Blade crosses in second. Christian Holder third. Cody Rhodes there in the fourth position. Benjamin Reim there in the fifth position. Trey Wright crosses in sixth. Noah Clifton, who was leading just past the start-finish line on the final lap, crosses in seventh. Dakota Prior there in eighth. Ben Jung in ninth. Robert Crouch there going to cross in the 10th position. Sebastian Kukulon going to cross in the 11th position. Mike Cook crosses 12th. Jarrett Tallmadge 13th. Alexander Jones 14th. Alejandro Rodrìguez there in the 15th position. Ace Garcia 16th. Nathan Ormond there in the 17th position. Camden Jeziorski 18th. 19th, the 66 at Drwish Junior. 20th, Casey Nanako. 21st, we got Samet Ozkan in the 42. 22nd position, we got Damian Blue. 23rd is Zack Winkle, the 77. 24th, Mark Sylas. 25th, we got the 5 of Caleb Colburn. 26th, we got the 97 of Trip McGinnis. 27th, we got the 02 of Ethan Hoffman. 28th, Jeremiah Dwayne. And 29th, we got the 19 of Aric Jacks. The 30th, Ryan Minneker in the 48. And 31st, we got the 37 of Gatlin Downey. And 32nd, we got the 18 of Jason Dady. 33rd, we got Zachary Fitzwater Sr. in the 30. 34th, we got Jacob Brits in the 2. And being credited with 35th is the 9 of Ryan Benjamin. Hope you enjoyed this race. If you did, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the Freedom Racing Network. Race 2 will be at California Speedway, January 8th, 2020. We'll hope to see you then. Until then, have an awesome night.